Hello, hi, welcome back. My name is Eva and today we're back for another MLM horror stories. If you're new here on my channel, I try to help people avoid scams, so like and subscribe for more anti-MLM content. And if you're not coming from my social media, feel free to check me out. All the links are going to be down below along with my email address. So if you have had any weird, bad, any kind of experiences with MLMs, feel free to send me a detailed email of the experience and I'm going to include it in one of these videos. I have like a big spot on my forehead. I guess it's not that bad since it's only one. Anyway, let's get into the stories. I just need my glasses because you might know that I am blind without them. Okay, so we have 3 stories for today. So the first one. So today I had a strange experience and was just wondering if anyone else had the same with this company called Primerica. Just to get a little backstory as to what led me there in the first place. I got laid off last month and have been struggling to find work. Money is a bit tight right now, but my family is helping out till I find something stable. Makes me feel kinda bad, but happy for the support. I know some people out there are not as lucky. Been looking for work pretty much everywhere I can, applying to a bunch of applications on Indeed and Monster. Somehow in some way I get a call from this nice sounding lady saying she's got my application and would like me to come in for an interview. Saying all this nice stuff like, "Oh, I see you don't have any experience in the field, but we'll be happy to train you. For reference, I'm mostly experienced in working factory jobs and some retail. Nothing great, I know, but pays the bills and looking into going back to school or a trade school at some point in the future." Well, good luck with that, but like there's nothing wrong with factory jobs. Factory jobs actually pay really good money, at least in Ireland, like crazy good money. So anyway, I said fuck it, chance to maybe learn something new. I go to the office and I meet the lady in the small presentation room. Again with the presentation rooms. There were 2 other people there sitting in chairs already. Behind her she has a projector and it's showing a bunch of people in a Zoom call. She then gives this whole presentation about how great the company is and how working for this place has changed her life forever. As per usual, she goes on for a while about how the company works, what they do. Talks about the importance of investing in life insurance. I won't go through the whole thing, but it was just this very quick crash course basically. She really hammered down on this whole rule of 72 thing and how it's important to invest and how, you know, working here for a year you'll be making more than 100,000 per year, something like that. Yeah, sure thing. Now internally I was thinking this lady is a little too extra, but this sounds okay I guess. Oh my god. Then she gets to the end and starts going, "And may God bless you all. May God bless this day. May God bless Primerica." Now, I'm not a religious person by any means. I don't like to scoff at the idea of religious or spiritual beliefs. I personally say believe in whatever as long as you're not harming others. But it felt strange hearing this lady ask God to bless a company. Like, I've never heard anyone say that. Yeah, that's actually true. God bless insert country here or something like that, sure. Then the 2 other people behind me scream amen at the top of their lungs. Oh, what the fuck, I think. After this, I go into the office with the lady who was giving the presentation and this guy who was sitting behind me. They then ask about my employment. I give them a quick rundown. We chat for a bit. She then explains how the training at the company works, and this is where some major red flags shoot off in my head. She basically explained that you first have to pass a background check. Okay, that's fair. I've done that before. There's nothing on my record that's bad. However, I'd have to pay for the background check, which they said would be $300 straight out of the pocket. What? No! This is my first internal alarm bell going off. I know sometimes these things can go up to like $500 at times. If I'm wrong on that, feel free to correct me. Still, usually whenever I've done a background check with a company or through a temporary agency, it was like 25 to 50. So that was freaking odd. Wait, what? Do you actually have to pay for a background check? I've never heard of this. I've been through a few background checks before and I've never had to pay anything, so this is like all new information for me. I didn't no, this was a thing.
$300?
She then goes into how they'd be training me, and this got weird. Basically, she explains that I'd go through some sales training and how after a few weeks to a few months, I'll get certified. Sounds simple, right? But then she goes on this long speech about how all I really need, though, is this book that is supposed to be made by experts on sales and marketing. If you follow this book to the letter, then success is yours. Now, I personally don't consider myself to be very smart. Oh, same here. At least when it comes to something like finances and especially sales. However, I do feel like it takes your way more than a few months and reading one book by so-called experts to become a master at something like this. So alarm 2. On side note, the lady, sorry I can't remember her name, did most of the talking while this 40-year-old guy sat next to her awkwardly smiling and laughing at random times. He was bizarre. Well, after all that, she goes on about how this company, you basically make more money, not just by selling insurance, but by recruiting more people to join the company. And that fucking freaked me out. She draws out this whole diagram of how whenever you recruit someone, you keep a percentage of their commission pay. That just sounded really, really, really weird to me. I don't know if that's how it works in jobs like this. No. Well, yeah, in MLMs. Then she starts asking me on if I have any very close friends or family who'd like to come in and see how everything is done. Oh my god. I basically kept saying thanks, but no, everyone I know has a pretty good job. They keep bringing that back over and over again, saying how great it would be if my family and friends were working with me. Oh my god, Jesus Christ, like recruit the whole family into an MLM and let them all go bankrupt and homeless. At the end, I said, it seems alright, but I have some other job interviews lined up. Let me see if something comes up with that. They then tried to sell me again on how great this place is and how I'll be so much happier if I work for them. I politely say thank you and left. As I was leaving, the lady was saying she knows God will show me the way back here. Oh my god. Fucking police sirens going off in my head. I drive for a bit and go to a bar I know my friend works at, because Christ, I wanted to tell someone about this and damn, I needed a drink after that. I tell him the whole story and he says that sounds scary as hell. I did some quick Google searches and there were some similar threads about how shitty and culty this place is. Most people say it's just a scam. Well, it definitely sounds culty in my opinion. Well, that was pretty weird experience for me. I don't know if anyone else had similar experiences with this place. I blocked their number and warned as many people as I know to not go to them. I'm not desperate enough to work for whatever the fuck this place is. Yeah, so he was applying on Indeed and Monster, and this is something that I'm planning on doing in the future, in the near future anyway, because I'm looking for jobs as well myself, and the amount of ads that I've come across from MLMs is insane. They are on LinkedIn, they are on Indeed, they are everywhere, and I don't know how they're getting away with this, but they are literally posting fake ads. And I've also heard stories like this before, that you see an ad for like an office administration or something. There is no office job. Like, that's literally a fake ad to attract people, show them the presentation, and brainwash them into joining the MLM. But yeah, anyway, we're going to go through the ads. I think it's interesting to see how they lay this out for you to sound like it's a proper job. It's insane that they're getting away with stuff like that. So anyway, next story is boyfriend's sister-in-law tries to start an affair with him, then wants to sign me up for BEACHBODY. This just transpired recently and we haven't really decided how to handle it yet, so I've not told anyone in real life, but it's such a funny story. I just have to get it out, and I figured you fine folks in this sub would appreciate it, so here goes. Backstory goes, my boyfriend has a sister-in-law who's been married to his brother for almost 20 years. Family is very close, but brother and sister-in-law have had a lot of ups and downs and have been on and off for years, usually on the verge of divorce during the off times. She's known the family since grade school and is very close to them, including my boyfriend. Boyfriend and I have been living together for 5 years. Relationship is solid. Sister-in-law decided she would finally file for divorce, sick of her husband. She decides she would like to exact revenge on him for taking her for granted by starting an affair with my boyfriend, his brother. The only flaw in her plan is that he isn't down with that and showed me all her messages. He also went no contact with her after she made multiple attempts to lure him to her home under the disguise of needing help. Couldn't change the furnace filter, dryer taking too long to dry her clothes, AC doesn't feel cold enough, that sort of stuff. And coming on to him. Boyfriend is a sweet, trusting soul who thought she would stop when he told her no. Took him a few times to figure out that wasn't going to happen. At this point, I never met the woman. Last week we are watching a movie and around 8 p.m. she starts blowing up his phone from a new number. He had her old one blocked. Oh my god. Her power is out. The energy company can't make it out for hours. She's scared. She needs help. Boyfriend is waffling between hell no. She's been family for 20 years and is in a bad place. And what if she really needs help? So asks me to ride over there with him. How could I say no? We load up some tools and head on over. Soon as we pull up, she's at the door and me in the passenger seat was definitely not what she was expecting. After she picked her jaw up off the floor, she started treating me like a new best friend. But let me tell you, butter won't melt in this woman's mouth. Boyfriend goes straight to the panel and immediately finds the main breaker flipped off. Wonder how that happened. And power is back in seconds. I guess she actually flipped the main... Oh my god, that's actually creepy. She really wanted the revenge on her ex-husband. That's all the time it took for her to start crowing to me about her amazing business, Beachbody. I can come work out with her, she says. We'll lose weight and get fit together, she says. She's so happy to finally meet me, I bet. And she's heard so much about me, I'm sure you have. She wants to get to know me. She wants to set me up in her business. She wants to spend time with me. She wants to be close to my boyfriend again. She can help me build a side hustle and that would help him and I have more financial freedom. She wants to give me this opportunity because she loves him like a brother. Gag. I maintain composure. How I didn't bust a gut holding in my laughter is a miracle that will never be explained. I'm kind of enjoying myself, but alas, all good things must come to an end, so I say my goodbyes as my visibly annoyed boyfriend ushers me to the truck. Now in the following week, he's been bombarded with text messages from her asking for my phone number, asking if I'm ready to take the next step and join her company, and telling him how perfect him and I are for each other. I guess she determined that after 5 minutes of talking to me about her MLM scam after weeks of trying to get in bed with my boyfriend. For good measure, her texts are also interspersed with pictures of random models in bikinis, telling him that that is what she will look like soon. Oh my god. But I won't if I don't do Beachbody with her. He hasn't responded. I've threatened to burn all his underwear on the front lawn if he gives her my number. My poor boyfriend, he's just done. He blocked her new number last night. He's on the fence about telling his brother. On one hand, he doesn't want to hurt him if they're really getting divorced this time. What good can come out from it if the marriage is already over? On the other hand, he feels like he's going to need to tell him if they reconcile. As for me, I'll not be joining her Beachbody journey. I think I would tell him, yeah, probably if they're just gonna get a divorce, then no. But yeah, if they decide to make up again, this is very disturbing and like, yeah, it would be hurtful probably to the brother, but he needs to know the truth. Like, he needs to know what kind of a woman he's married to. So if they've been married for 20 years, that means this woman has to be around 40 years old, right? And she's sending pictures of bikini models saying she's going to look like that with Beachbody. It's just a little bit strange, isn't it? Her head must be a mess. Oh well, anyway, and then I have a short one from Reddit. Someone stole my debit card info just to buy more shit from Arbonne. Title is basically the story. I'm currently out a lot of money that my bank may or may not refund me, all because someone is in too deep with an MLM. It's honestly pretty sad to think about though, how someone can get so caught up in an MLM and in the hustle culture that they're stealing from strangers just to get deeper into it. Yeah, that's actually like kind of sad, isn't it? It just shows how deep some of these people are, like how desperate they are to keep their active status. It's just terrible. It's just crazy. And Arbonne is expensive. Like, their packages are super expensive. So I bet this person is like missing a lot of money money. I'd completely lose my mind if I saw my money being wasted on an MLM. But anyways, that is it for today. If you enjoyed it, please leave me a like and subscribe to my channel for more content. As always, thank you to all of my Instagram friends for your continuous support. If you're not coming from my social media, feel free to check me out. My username is evaamateja. All the links are going to be down below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.